Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 17 of season 4. Hopefully guys are enjoying the series so far. We're just nearly at the end now. Honestly, we're so close to the end. Just a quick reminder that there is a poll in the description to vote whether you want to see more of the Vampire Diaries or the new series, the originals that we're going to be starting. You know, we're going to alternate through the week. I'm not too sure what the schedule is going to be, whether it's going to be 3 on 4 off or 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 like that. I don't know yet, but I'd like to get your guys' opinions on what we would like to see posted. Obviously, new stuff's coming to the channel. I think May. Lucifer's out. That is going to be on the channel for sure. It's one of my favourite programmes, so please stick around if you like that as well. To recap the last Vampire Diaries episode, you know, Elena, she's fully off her humanity now, isn't she? She's attacking people in, I was going to say broad daylight, but yeah, pretty much in the public. You know, she's not really that bothered. She's you know, trying to show that she doesn't really care anymore, and she's happy and content with her emotions being turned off. She said to Damon that she's actually enjoying herself. You know, you might feel that like my humanity's turned off, but I feel amazing. She said to Damon, like, you actually like me like this, don't you? And I said, like, I think Damon likes her as a vampire, but I'm not too sure about like loving her the emotionless side. But then again, you never know with Damon. Damon likes attacking. I wouldn't say he likes attacking people, but he likes being the vampire. You know, he does enjoy being the vampire and the whole aspect that comes with it. The feed, the kill, the fun, the joys, to turn off the humanity, turn it back on. You know, everything about it. And I never know if he thinks that he's going to get Elena by going with all the stuff that she's enjoying doing. And then I feel like he could get sucked into the trap. By her saying that, they ended the episode by going on a road trip somewhere. They said they're going to go to New York. Stefan rang, said, mate, all the hospitals are being bled from blood. Literally, about 6 blood banks have been taken, all of it. I think it's to do with silence. Damon's like, mate, we're speaking another day, put the phone down. Like, he's got more interesting things that matters, and it's going to spend time with Elena. He's trying to show some fun. She threw a party at the house as well. After the, well, she wormed her way back into the cheerleading squad while she was there. She attacked one of the girls on the opposite schools, and then when he went to throw Caroline up to catch her, she moved out of the way and just let her hit the floor. You know, she's just absolutely ruthless now. She's not giving no craps. We didn't see Bonnie at all, Silas, no mention of him, and we didn't see Shane, even though Rebecca did mention that he was dead on the island. But then I'm sure we've seen Shane in the present with Bonnie, so interesting where that goes. Yes, obviously he's dead. What have we got now? Stefan as well. He is I'm enjoying his relationship with Caroline. I hope that we get more scenes with them. Good friends, them. Really enjoy it. We've seen the first time, I believe, Klaus has slept with somebody. It was Haley. He was trying to extract information from her where Catherine is. Obviously, we know that Catherine's got the cure right now, and he wants to get it back. What's Catherine going to do with it? I don't know. Is she going to give it Silas? Is she going to give it Klaus? Is she going to try and use it on Klaus? Rebecca still wants to try and get it, but Damon said to her, look, why do you want it, mate? Look at all these girls at this party, you know, they're having a good time now, but in 6 years time, just going to be a bog standard ordinary girl where you're not ordinary. You're an original, you're a vampire, you can live life. Good statement. I enjoyed it. And yeah, just very interesting. I want to know how and what Elena and Damon are going to do this episode. What's Stefan going to do? We're trying to find Silas and the blood. Are we going to see Silas make an appearance, or is he just going to still hop around in bodies? And is Haley going to help Klaus obviously get to Elena, because he, after sleeping with her, seen a mark on her shoulder. He said that he's only ever seen that in a few people, and it's all from the vampire. It's all from one of the wolves' packs, so to speak, a family bloodline. So now she might be trusting Catherine, and now I think that she's probably going to get swayed onto Klaus's side, because why not trust Klaus? You know, he's the immortal, he's the best, he's the biggest. I'm going to say he's the baddest, but we don't know. Silas might be, and if you know, if she's doing everything in the name of trying to get a family back, then definitely I'd rather pick Klaus's side than Catherine. So that is very interesting. So if you do enjoy today's episode, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, this is the guy Damon killed last episode, isn't it?
Doing it next weekend?
Oh god. Is he?
I'm assuming Damon turned him then.
Oh my god.
Savage Damon.
You're that serial killer, aren't you?
Close enough.
So, Damon was the one that turned him. New York night.
All the way to New York because you were feeling feeling nostalgic?
Piss off everyone in Mystic Falls. A little more difficult to do in a city of millions.
There's a difference.
Look, all that matters is that when I lived here, I fed like crazy and had a blast.
We're just here to have fun. What's the catch?
There's no catch feed. I brought you to a city-sized, all-you-can-eat buffet. Little death goes unnoticed. Come on, let's go get some lunch.
Checking it's a human. Do you know what interests me in stuff like that is, you know when you're walking through the streets, right? Do you reckon that every single person in that street there was in on the show? For example, like they're all extras, because there's so many, and it would cost so much money to just block off one avenue to walk down. So like, it does proper interest me that, like, where's the camera? Is it normal people? Are they there? They mic'd up, you know, stuff like that. I really do find interesting, because it must cost so much money just to film one little clip on the street.
Where's she now?
Out exploring.
So I take it your search for Catherine is off?
Relax, man. This little joyride is actually a cure hunt. The Catherine sent after Haley was a friend of mine. He lived in the city. Sure that Catherine was one of his clients.
Doesn't want the cure.
That's why I didn't tell her.
Damon, if she finds out you're still looking for it, she'll bolt. Don't underestimate her.
I can handle you when you flipped your switch. I can handle her. Be a good brother and keep Mystic Falls afloat for me and let me do my thing.
It's well different. A little bit of red in her hair. I'm still hooked on the Catherine thing, me. I need to know where she is. I keep thinking it's Elena.
Desperate times, I take it.
What are you doing here?
Innit? Leftover booze.
Can you be out chasing Tyler to the ends of the earth?
Do you happen to know where the young Brutus is?
He gave Matt the deed to the house, so he's gone for good.
Tyler made it his life's mission to kill me. You can't hate me for driving him away.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to spiraling.
I asked him to be here. I think Silas is in Mystic Falls.
See? Rebecca said he was dead.
You can't do this. Don't you think it's a little creepy that
Oh,
you're
it is
appearing as my
Silas.
dead professor?
Died on the island. I'm trying to earn your trust. You invited me into your home. Why'd you lie to your friends and tell them everything was fine? Why did you convince your dad that you needed Professor Shane's help?
You're in my head. You're making me see things and do things.
Hey, I can't force you to do anything that you don't already want to do. Now, in order to bring him back,
I need to get rid of the other side.
most powerful witches of all time, only you can complete the triangle.
Killing 12 people.
12 people you can bring back.
It's consistent with this bring back,
Only
innit?
you can do this.
What about Elena? Don't vampires with their humanity oft tend to overindulge in human blood? For a moment that it was Silas. I'm struggling to see how this affects me.
Destroys the other side altogether. He can take the cure, die, and pass on. Every dead supernatural being will return.
I wonder how many of those you personally killed.
How do we stop him? Bonnie said Silas needs to complete 3 massacres. He only needs 1 more massacre.
Oh, do you know what, right? I'd never even thought into the Silas like story at all. I suppose that's a, what would you say it, like a bit of a newbie error, a little bit of inexperience. I don't really know what you would call it. For me, I just literally just took the Silas, like, oh, Silas is a big bad guy, yeah, he wants to come back. I literally didn't even think, even when he tells us about this other side, like, yeah, obviously he was buried with the cure, but obviously if she made him only one cure, well, only one thing that can kill him, but obviously she made the other side, so if he did go, he would never meet his love. And Stefan's just reiterated that to me. It's just literally clocked in my head. So that is the whole reason. What an idiot I am. Like, sometimes I'm so simple, like I literally sit here and watch like 10-15 episodes and I don't even clock what's going on. So yeah, that is true then. So he does want to die, but he wants to die and go to the same place that his one true love is. He don't want to die and get locked in the other side. Take me to the other side. So, it's interesting. I am fully understanding the storyline now. I can't believe that I apparently didn't know what was going on.
I was promised hedonism.
Well, it's early. Hedonism isn't a big fan of the sunlight. Give it a couple hours. This place will be crawling with more punked out nihilists than you could eat in a decade. Billy's was the underground of the underground. The third 5'7" brunette I've gotten from you, Billy boy. Is that the same client?
She's a runner. Some vampires need more identities than others.
Be discreet. I kill people and give you their IDs. You let me feed in your club.
Hey,
Lexi.
you're getting sloppy, Damon.
Oh,
How long will you leave without me?
oh, I love Rebecca, me. Okay, so last time we seen Lexa, I don't know if I slagged her off, but I was saying maybe she, with her intentions of how much she was trying to protect Stefan, possibly drove a little wedge between him and his brother, because he was willing to go with him, wasn't he, to war, and she stepped in and she was like, nah mate, you're not going, you're a bad influence on him, and that possibly drove the wedge. And then obviously the next when we originally seen her, Damon first killed her, and you're thinking, wow, what a dickhead, like, why did you kill her? You know, that was brutal. And then you see that and you think, maybe you can understand, maybe he was a bit jealous, he was fuming. And now obviously we're getting her again. I wonder what her backstory is, if she's gonna change our opinions.
What the hell are you talking about?
Damon's following a lead to the cure. I'm following him.
How does it feel to be wrong? I'm not laying here to feed. I mean, Mystic Falls doesn't exactly vamp Xanadu. That my history in this city has a particular resonance to her current situation. Do you mind? I can't even hear my prayer over your constant babbling. Definitely saying. I thought we were in the off part of our endless on again, off again eternity of miseries.
Why'd you flip it? What traumatic event was too much for Damon? Keeping it off is gonna get you caught and killed.
He falls off the wagon, you pick him up. He gets redeemed, you get your Florence Nightingale jollies. Well, I'm not him.
Well, she sounds dreadful.
She had a Mother Teresa complex.
She convinced you to turn your emotions back on, and that's exactly what you plan to do with me.
You read the last page of the book first, too?
So you really buy all this?
Not one bit. I know he's after the cure. I'm not stupid.
Let's not say things you don't mean.
They won't give up until they find the cure and then make me take it.
You're playing him.
I'm just returning the favor.
Selena's good, didn't she? I'm enjoying her.
What are we even looking for? Steal blood, perform 3 massacres, pick up dry cleaning.
But we evil villains usually use minions to pick up a dry cleaning.
Why is he necessary again?
We do have to go head to head with him, an original hybrid who can't die.
Stefan and I work well together.
Granted, my emotions were off.
And that's why you were more fun.
My brother knows what he's doing.
Does he? Don't underestimate the allure of darkness, Stefan. Purest hearts are drawn to it.
I think I found something. Symbolic figures in the dark art. Didn't Bonnie talk
Dark
about
arts?
expression
Sounds like
triangles?
Harry Potter.
Here.
Human sacrifice can be used as a focus for power, creating an expression triangle.
Demons? Demons? You want me to kill witches?
We've been over
witches.
this. It's temporary. They'll come back. Once they realize how strong you are, they'll channel each other one by one using spirit magic. You have to endure them until all 12 are linked. Listen, your dad's here. We have to convince him.
How was the session?
And to be honest, not that great.
It's not his fault.
Not his fault. He's the one who taught you this magic, and now he can't control it. I want you out of my house.
Wait!
What the hell is happening to her?
Expression consumed her. She had no control.
I need you to call Mom.
Right, I am not going to say I dislike this Bonnie. On the contrary, is that how you say it? I fucking think it's sick. She's like, the fact that she's absolutely like a beast now, yeah. I am loving it. Like, I am not saying that at all. What I am going to say is that if she's got to go through, right, and kill people, right, I would love to see people in the comments who are Team Bonnie, yeah, make excuses for doing the right thing or something. That is what's going to interest me, because people turn around and say, you know, Damon lovers, like, always make excuses for Damon to justify his actions. And then people who love Stefan, they always say, well, the Damon, obviously, people who support Damon always say, well, what about you, Stefan lovers, mate? How many times has he gone around and ripped people and killed people? So you always get that side of the argument, and you never even hear anything of Bonnie and stuff like that. But then when you look at the season, look at the poll from last season, mate, Bonnie was second favourite. She was literally right behind Damon, like 1 vote or something. And so obviously Bonnie's got big fans, and now with... She's always been against killing and hurting innocent people, hasn't she? Always. She's never... Do you remember the season 1, I think it was, when Caroline... No, season 2? When... Yeah, 1. She was saying to Damon, mate, if you do anything, I am going to come after you and I'm going to put you down. And then Caroline transitioned and she was going absolutely mad, wasn't she? She couldn't believe it. It was like the worst thing that ever happened to her. And then obviously she's got on board. She's like friends with them. She understands them. She's always used her powers for good to help people, to bring them back, and now she's getting sucked in. She's becoming a bad person. Personally, she's becoming a bad person. I'm not slagging her off, mate. I'm loving it. I always love sick characters. Bonnie looks very good now. I'm enjoying it, but she definitely can't control herself. She's losing it, and if she does kill people, first of all, I'll enjoy it. I love a good massacre, but I would love to see people try and justify the actions.
What would Lexi say?
Lexi thought the only way I would turn my emotions back on is by sort of enjoying my life. Lexi was not allowed to feed with Stefan. I didn't have that problem.
Look at Damon dance, mate. His dancing's hilarious. I love it. Wow, Lexi's well cute. Wow, she looks like she's into him.
Don't scream.
Rebecca go and get a bite as well. Ah, shit, mate. I'm enjoying these two. Honestly, I know it's a flashback.
Your turn.
Go on, Rebecca, get in there. What is Damon's plan?
Ugh, pack rat. Thanks, Will.
Yo, is
This place
this?
wasn't easy to find.
Figured you wouldn't want to draw attention.
It'll work. I know you're scared, but I've dealt with expression before.
It's not that, I'm strong. You won't be able to do this alone.
Who said anything about being alone?
Play right into Bonnie's hands.
So I brought 11 of my closest friends. But we're gonna cleanse you.
So all 12 of them's there. I love it when they do shit
Looks
like
like Damon gave us a slip. Good. Hopefully he'll find whatever he's looking for.
You know, I could help you. You want the cure off the table, I want to take it. I hated the moral self-righteous.
I was gonna say, yeah, she hated the different one.
This one's not so bad.
Do you even remember what it's like to be human? Why would you want to go back to that?
Because someday I want a family.
And that's exactly why I don't want your help. I'll do whatever it takes to get this done. You're the opposite. Pile of neurosis and insecurities. You're basically one big emotional variable that I just don't really need.
Nah, mate. This fucking Elena's ruthless as sick, mate. She speaks the
There's
truth.
been 2 massacres, according to the book.
Somebody's been skipping their geometry classes. There are actually 2 places where the 3rd massacre could be.
Did you find Bonnie?
No, but I talked to her dad. I think I found Silas.
Call out to the spirits, Bonnie.
I can't. It's hard.
I want to do this anymore. Let me go!
With me, mate.
Lend me your power!
Yes, mate. She looks sick. Ah, Bonnie looks naughty, mate.
Silas is appearing as Professor Shane.
How's the cure search going?
Not great. I mean, it's no massacre in the making, but
What are you trying to find?
Will had a repeat customer.
Catherine.
Turns out I was helping her run from me. Some goes by birthday, but I can't for the life of me remember Catherine's.
June 5th, 1473.
And that, brother, is why you are the better boyfriend. It's all our former addresses. Mostly P.O. boxes, but hey, narrows the search. Gotta keep up the ruse for the terrible twosome outside. Sorry. Had to get some quiet. Couldn't hear 7 over the Runaways 2.0. Having acid flashbacks, me and Lexi in the 70s in New York.
She's thinking the cure's in there. She thinks Damon was looking for it when he actually wasn't.
Lexi
He was
stuck with
looking
me
for that.
months. Late every night, torture me in the worst possible way.
Tell me everything you remember about her.
Every night.
And that's my cue.
Every night, we get wasted. The second I bottom out, you have to bring up Catherine.
Remember how you felt about her?
I don't want to remember.
Do you remember how we first met? Before you left, you asked me to help him. Because no matter what happened, he was still your brother. You need help, and he cares about you. Tell me about Catherine.
Talking about Catherine's not gonna help me, because she's not the person I care about.
Fucking go banging, Lexa. Fucking hell, man. Did not expect that before watching today's episode.
You and Lexi?
It was a very long night.
Oh, the analogy that he's giving there is it the more time you spend with somebody, well, obviously, the more time you spend with somebody, the more time your feelings change for them. So, for example, he was saying that every night he was spending time with Lexa, and that at one point his feelings just changed for her. And that's kind of what I was saying about last episode, where Elena, it's her choice now whether to turn the switch on and off. And one of the brothers, they can spend time with them, try and get emotions to latch onto them. Damon's obviously, to be honest, he's not doing it yet. I feel like he's there in his own personal gain, and he's not actually there to like spend time with Elena specifically. I just thought he brought her along so she didn't actually kill people back in Mystic Falls while he was actually coming to find this information. But the analogy that he's giving then, like, I suppose the more time Elena spends with Damon, the more time that she gets feelings towards him, the flip will switch.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Rebecca's lurking, look at them. She's gonna fucking do it, man. Yeah.
So you've never felt the attraction that comes when someone who's capable of doing terrible things cares only about you.
I did once when I thought he was worth it.
We're here.
You can't fight her!
It's not what you think. She's working for Silas. Brainwashed her to kill you. Wait, what are you doing?
If Silas has her, she's lost. You don't stand a chance.
They're linked. Bonnie's gonna kill them.
Not if the witches kill her first. The only way to stop the witches is to kill them, and then Silas gets what he wants.
They're gonna have to do the massacre. Oh, Caroline done it, yeah, they linked. He saved a friend and not realising the consequences it's gonna be. I've got to say, Bonnie looks fucking naughty, mate, with those white eyes. I would love her to just have a full character, like a full episode of just no pupils, just pure white eyes, mate, honestly. Reminds me of what did it do it on? Did it do it on Game of Thrones? And he'd done it on Fate the Winx Saga as well. Like, it's sick.
Hang with you, party with you. It wouldn't be the worst way to turn my emotions back on. Spend more time with you.
Play. Read it, Damon. Fucking read the room.
I've never done it on a rooftop before.
Hey.
You're not missing much.
I want this. You want this.
Snap a neck, Damon.
Looking for that? I invented that trick. Spent all night reinforcing it.
Oh, what are you doing, Damon?
Tough.
What is this?
For the nagging, for the self-righteous platitudes, I'm paying you back for 6 months of you.
So this was all just
a joke.
I believe
you thought
it.
I was like Steph, but he's a victim. I choose to be this way. Enjoy the day. Here it's gonna be a scorcher.
What a dickhead Damon is, mate. Honestly, like, before this plays out, what an asshole. Like, literally, she was trying to. She was trying to do a nice thing. Do you not think? Like, she was trying to help him out, and then obviously he's bad boy. Obviously, he was a bad boy back then, a proper dick. Even I acknowledge it. Like, that's well tight on her what he's done as well, and he's locked to reinforce the door as well, so she can't get back in. All she was trying to do is help her brother out, just like Stefan requested. Damon's just stuck in his ways, isn't there? Like, it's good that you see him in present day though. How he's definitely transitioned over. He's much more caring and more like. Understanding of people's feelings, and I'm interested to see how it plays out with Elena in this conversation.
Oh, I hurt your feelings.
Not my feelings. You will flip that switch back on, and all the bad stuff that you did is going to come rushing back. Became a walking, talking reminder of all the awful things I had done. And I managed to avoid her for decades, and then she just shows up.
So you kill her.
Out of sight, out of mind. Every day that you're like this is a day that you might do the one thing that you can't take back. All the more reason to cure you.
I'm not taking the cure.
You are. Even if I have to break your neck or tie you up in chains.
Okay, I got so much to say, honestly. Damon's character progression is mental. Like, how literally he was a proper dickhead, and now he's like I think he's a nice guy. Many people might disagree. I think he's a nice guy. He does bad things, obviously, but like the way, how much he's improved, so to speak. Back in the past, he might have killed 100 people. Now he's killing 1. Big difference. I'm loving this Elena, me. Like, the smiles, the cockiness, the arrogance. Teaming up with Rebecca as well. She's one of my favourites, Rebecca. Fantastic.
What are you doing here?
I brought you home. The witches almost killed you. You don't remember?
How did I get off the island?
Oh, shit. She's been back for ages and she don't remember.
What's the last thing you can remember?
Being in that cave?
Oh, she doesn't know Jeremy's dead.
Please tell me he got it.
Oh, I'll relive this again.
There's something you need to know about Jeremy.
12 graves for 12 witches. Now Silas has everything he needs to open the gates.
You're just gonna let Bonnie die.
I know arithmetic isn't your strong point, but 1 is still less than 12. Give yourself whatever you need to so you can sleep at night.
I just killed 12 people.
He's gonna comfort her now.
Like you're in need of comfort.
Fucking hell, that's what I just said. He's gonna leave. He's gonna say, ask where Tyler is.
Why don't you find someone less terrible?
I'm fucking mad bastard. Silas is there.
Of the 3 massacres, this is the one I was dreading.
2 baddest fuckers going. Oh, he's just gonna flick it off like that, no convo, nothing.
Sorry, Damon, I think I broke your radio.
You're in my car?
I wish this could have gone differently. I really do.
Please don't tell me this is going where I think it is.
Unless you're into betrayal and snap necks. You're searching for the words to tell me how badly I screwed up.
I didn't stop the massacre.
Guess Silas has everything he needs.
Don't have it.
You know who does?
You don't scare me, Silas or Shane or whoever you are.
Well, let's just say your sister's mind is a little easier to read than yours.
Missed by an inch. I'll be in touch.
I like it. I fucking love it, mate. I don't like it. I love it. Right. Is Shane, Silas, whatever. I feel like he was a witch or a warlock and now he's a vampire. And I'm loving it. Obviously, we've got the 2 most powerful people now here going head to head against each other. He's got the white oak stake. He's left half of it in Klaus. I thought Klaus was going to say, yeah, sure, I'm going to help you, and then put a plan, because he always has a plan. Second plan, plan B, he's going to fashion one and try and use it against him. But I'm very interested now, and I literally cannot fucking wait, mate, for the end of this season. And that is going to wrap up today's video. I am very, very, very happy with how this is going. Honestly, I'm very interested. The fact that Bonnie can't remember anything, the last time she can remember stuff was on the island, and she don't even know Jeremy's died. She was possessed then, her eyes went all white. Gonna go through with trying to, well, them witches was going to kill her because they found out, Stefan released the information that she's working with Silas. Witches not having none of that, mate. They was going to take Bonnie out. Caroline stepped up like a friend, took him out, killed 12 people. You know, she's possibly condemned so many more to death. But at the current moment, she thought that action was the best one to take to save a friend's life. Can't blame her. Klaus was saying, "Oh mate, you look like you can need consoling." That's what I said, and then boom, turns out, mate, he's not even bothered. He's like, "Go find someone worse than you to go and help you." Interesting. You know what? I don't know what to make of this Stefan, this Lexi and Damon storyline. Like, I really enjoyed them. The relationship that we seen in the early stage of the episode, how she come at the request of Stefan to help Damon because his humanity was off, and he was trying to build it up. She's helped Stefan. Stefan's like, "Mate, you go there, you help my brother, you help Damon," who's there for 6 months every night in the bar working together. Seemed like he's got his humanity switched on as well. I was like, maybe that's what he's going to try and do with Elena, you know. He's going to use it. He's going to spend time with her. They're going to build up a relationship. She might pick him. And Damon went on the roof, slept with her, you know, and turns out guy was just being an arsehole, wasn't he? Reinforced the door, locked her up there. Son, she don't have a daylight ring, got a burner, and he was just saying he's playing her for the whole time. Mad guy. That's what Damon was like in the past, wasn't he? He was a ruthless man, and like now in present day, I think he's much better personally in present day. Many people probably still disagree, but I do think he's improved loads. I love Elena Me this season. Like, literally, she is probably my favourite character because we've had like 3 different Elenas, like up and down, you know. We've had one that was like really interested in Damon, then one like who's absolutely going after the cure. She's serious, you know. She wants to transition back into being human. She gone after Cole. She helped kill him. This one now's got the humanity off. She's changed. She's working with Rebecca, you know, and she wants to get the cure, but she don't want to really take it. But so she wants to get it so it don't get actually used on her. Which I've got to say, by the way, yeah, that Stefan and Damon want to get the cure to use it against Elena's own will against her. See, I don't agree with that. The fact that Elena's willingly come out and said, "I do not want the cure," and then they're like, "Mate, you're having it," you know, disagree with that totally. I would disagree with anyone. Like, if someone says they don't want to do something, nobody should force them to do anything, no matter if they think that is the best decision for her. She actually even said to Stefan as well, when he was on the cliff on the island, she said to him at the top of on the top of that bridge or whatever, like after he got his neck snapped, even if I took the cure and I come back as a human, I'm not going to be the same person that I was before, you know. I'm a different person now. I've changed. I've got the confidence, you know. Like, my emotions have changed, and it's about time that I start, you know, understanding this is who I am and embracing it. Fully love that, me. Literally, you've acknowledged that you was one person and now you're somebody else. You're going to embrace it, you're going to adapt, and you're going to move forward. And now, obviously, she's had her humanity turned off, and she is acting like an arsehole, but I'm loving it, so it's getting 2 thumbs up from me. But, you know, she's changed the character a little bit there, and they're like, "Nah, you're having the cure," and she's like, "I don't want it," and they're like, "No, we're getting it for you." She's like, "I don't want it." So obviously I'm on Elena's side on this one, mate. If she don't want it, she shouldn't be taking it. But I love how like they gone on the roof, snapped Damon's neck, used him as well, robbed his car as well. She broke his radio. That's hilarious. Klaus, like I said, Klaus has met Silas. Silas just got the first upper hand on him and left a stake in his back, snapped it, so he's only got half of it now. But Klaus has got, well, technically there's 2 white stakes now, isn't there? They've got one, and Klaus has got one, which is hilarious. If you can get it out of his back, you know, he's going to help him get that out. But we didn't see any of Matt this episode. He's got a deed to Tyler's house now. And yeah, Jeremy's still dead and gone. And I wonder how Bonnie's actually going to react now. She's in the present timeline as Bonnie, not somebody else. And yeah, I'm loving it. Thanks for clicking on today's episode. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for clicking my video. The originals is coming to the channel as well. The end of this season is coming. Lucifer's coming in May. So all the good stuff. Please stick around if you enjoy. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers, guys.